Hey guys, okay, so first one here we're going to talk about WordPress. Now, WordPress is, again, I love it. I think it's a great platform. This is something, if you are looking to, if you think that the way that you're going to get clients is by ranking your website locally for local search terms, this is probably the WordPress is going to be the best option for you. So, this is if you're going to be running a local agency, targeting a specific geographic area, I would highly recommend that you go the WordPress route. It's not that other websites like Weebly or ClickFunnels won't rank. It is just my belief that WordPress is kind of the easiest way to do it, and we're going to go through and a lot of the on-page optimization stuff that we're going to cover in the ranking section. Most of the examples are going to be in WordPress. So, that's kind of going to be, it's also going to make your life a little bit easier with that. So with WordPress, we have two parts that we need to put together, right? So we have to have a domain, right? And we have to have hosting. So, if you have used WordPress in the past before, you might be familiar with like the name.wordpress.com. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about self-hosted. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, again, is go to namecheap.com. This is Namecheap. Just boom, go there and pick, again, whatever name you want for your host for your agency site. So we're gonna do an example install of WordPress here on this video, and this is just like a domain I bought, running some sort of Instagram thing for a friend of mine. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna install WordPress on this domain. So the first thing that we need to do, right, is we need to buy the domain. So if you haven't bought the domain yet, just go through that process. It's very easy. I don't think I need to document it here, but I will if people ask me to. So the next thing is we need to pick hosting. So my hosting company that I use for really all of my websites that I run, aside from my PBNs, all my money sites, all my personal sites, any client site that I need to host, I use DreamHost. Now, there are a lot of different hosting companies out there that can host your website. If you are a little bit familiar with this, you might have heard the name HostGator or Bluehost, all those other ones. There's a ton, guys. Literally, there are hundreds of them. I've used DreamHost. I picked DreamHost to be my hosting company. Many years ago on kind of I found a coupon or something, but they actually do a pretty great job. Some people hate them, and if you hate them, then don't work with them. But also, people hate HostGator and people hate Bluehost. You see a lot of people pushing HostGator on you. A lot of coupons out there for them. Personally, I am not a big fan of HostGator. I've found their service to be less than satisfactory. However, that's on me. That is what I see on it. But I would recommend you doing DreamHost here. And the best. So when we're looking at DreamHost here, you guys have two options. You can go. This is what I would do. I would say there's either shared hosting or managed hosting. So you can do either one. I would suggest that you start with shared hosting because it is the cheapest. And what we do on here, and this is how I'm going to be doing this here in the video. We would do shared hosting, and then we would just kind of sign up for your web hosting right here, and then you would create an account. So I already have an account here, guys. So I'm just going to pop over to my back end, and I'm going to show you what. No, sorry, DreamHost. And I'm going to show you what's going on here. I would not. Don't. Just real quick, it says choose your domain. Don't choose the domain because you already bought it on Namecheap, and it's cheaper here, and Namecheap is fantastic. So we're gonna put these two together, right? So this is my back end, right? When you log in, let's go to my dashboard here. I'll show you. Just don't fuck with any of my sites here, please, guys. I know I haven't sworn that much, but don't do it, please. DreamHost here, dashboard, boom. What you're gonna do here, guys, is we're gonna go to domains, and we're gonna go to manage domains. And we're going to go to add hosting to a domain or subdomain. So what we see here, with shared hosting, guys, with the difference between shared hosting and shared hosting and managed WordPress hosting, or even dedicated. These are kind of the same things here. Shared hosting is you get a block amount of bandwidth from DreamHost every single month for a yearly fee, and you can host as many websites on that bandwidth as you want, kind of an unlimited amount. Managed WordPress hosting right here. This stuff is it's a dedicated server, so that has been specifically optimized to run WordPress better, meaning it loads faster, it's a little more stable, all that stuff. Managed WordPress hosting, this is what I have for my agency websites. You don't have to have this. I didn't have this for a while. I decided that I wanted it just to make sure that things were always going to be stable, but it is a little bit more expensive. It's a monthly fee on top of my shared hosting, which I have for other things. So don't worry about these two right here. Just worry about this one versus this one. So you probably want to start with shared hosting, and then once you get some traffic and you have the budget, upgrade to a managed WordPress hosting. That's my advice. So, okay, we're in here, right? So we're going to do a fully hosted domain. What I'm going to do is we're gonna install WordPress on beyondmillion.com, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and control copy that. And I'm going to go ahead and just paste that right here, domain to host, and just leave it, have it add the www. That is fine. I'm going to keep it on my same user here. So just whatever username you pick, guys, just keep it the same. It doesn't have to change. And then I'm going to just leave all this stuff the same, right? If you guys are going to do an @companyname.com email address, you should have this checked, right? And you have to go through the process with Google Gmail, Google Apps to get that set up. I'm not doing it for this one, so I'm just going to leave that unchecked. And then we're going to click fully host this domain. So then we have to give it a second here, and then it's going to load up, going to bring the hosting over. And then, so while that's working, we're going to come over here to Beyond Million, and what we're going to need to do here, guys, is we're going to need to change the name servers here. So we're going to go from Namecheap Basic DNS to custom DNS. And now what this does is it tells Namecheap where to send visitors that are coming to the website here. So I think we're all good. So now that's set up. We're just going to copy these name servers. So we're going to just copy these. I'm just going to 1, 2, and then we're going to do 3, and then I'm just going to change that to 2. I'm going to change that to 3, and then that should be fine. And then we're going to go ahead and click save on that. Boom. So it can take up to 48 hours to change, when you do these name server changes. It can be a lot faster also. So don't, in the life of this video, I will tell you how long it actually takes. So cool. So now DreamHost is hooked up to Beyond Million. So we can just check and see if the name servers have changed yet. If we open it up in a new tab, what happens? Okay, so the name servers are being transferred over right now. So there's no website right there. That's okay, that takes some time. So what we're gonna do is on DreamHost, we're gonna go here and we're gonna go into goodies, right? And we're gonna look for our one-click installs. And this is how we're gonna install WordPress on this website. Which is great, guys. If you are using another host, they should have something very similar as well here. I've not run or worked with a hosting company that has made it difficult at all to that has made it really difficult at all to do this stuff. To install WordPress. So what we're gonna do, we're here, one-click install. We're gonna click right there, and great, cool. I want it to install WordPress for me, and I'm just gonna go and select Beyond Million. I'm going to have it automatically create the database. I'm going to just leave the deluxe install checked. No problem here. Install it for me. And that's just going to go ahead and get started with that. All right, sweet. So it's going to take about 10 minutes to use. It's going to take about 10 minutes to get that set up. So we're going to just go, I'm going to check the video. I'm going to check the website right here, see if the name servers have changed over. Great. So it says DreamHost here. That means the name servers have changed over. I'm going to pause the video while we wait for WordPress to install, and then I'll take you through the rest of the setup here, okay? Let's do it. Okay, guys, cool. We're back. All right, yeah, we're back. Okay, sweet. All right, so WordPress is installed. That took about 10 minutes, as we expected. So what happened is I got an email I got an email from DreamHost in my personal inbox, which I don't really feel like sharing here on the video. Sorry about that. And what happens is I got a new just kind of a link. You click the link, and it takes you into the back end where you can create the first user here. So pretty much you click the link and it'll take you to this page. Now WordPress, the latest version, is doing this cool thing where it kind of offers you a new, offers you a fun password or something, just kind of to make it stronger. So, enter a new password, take this one. I think this is fine. I'm going to reset the password with that. I just copied it real quick and then go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and log in here. I guess you're going to see my personal email anyway while I log in. Oh well. And so we're going to go ahead in there and log in. Beautiful. So this is the back end of WordPress, guys. So it is installed here. It looks great. If I click here, I can visit the site. It's just they installed kind of a super basic like WordPress theme here. And yeah, guys, that's it. This is this is now, obviously it's beyond a million, but if you did like your agency website, this is your agency website now. So it's not so bad. Pretty straightforward here. Now the next thing that you guys want to do is if you're a little bit familiar with WordPress, you probably know about themes and themes in WordPress. So the next thing you want to do is maybe even do this while it's installing while WordPress is being installed by your host. You want to come up here to, my personal recommendation is to go to themeforest.com right here, guys, or sorry, themeforest.net. Go in there and search through their catalog here, their library, to find a WordPress plugin that works for you. Now there are a WordPress theme that works for you. There are plenty of free themes out there, and you guys can customize these and do whatever you want. Just kind of play with them here. But the great thing is there are, if we did like agency, right? We want to search for an agency style theme for our website here. You guys can go out there and you could absolutely try to, create it yourself, do something custom, like take a free theme and try to make it as like agency centric as you can. That's fine. You could totally do that. If you've got, if you've got like $50, you can go out there and just get a really great theme. Or a lot of these are like $60 now, but you can go out there and get a great WordPress theme from ThemeForest that is going to be, you can just turn it into your SEO agency website. Like, okay, for example, this one here, this is $12, relax, creative agency landing page, right? All you really need is a landing page. You just need the home page to look good for when people come. So you can go in here, ThemeForest. It's very simple to use. Just go through a live preview here. What does this look like? Oh, it's kind of cool here. Boom, you're gonna look crazy professional. You just go in there and you fix everything up. You make it look like your website. You do the customization. It's a little bit outside of what we're doing right now here. But the thing about WordPress is this stuff it's like infinitely expandable here, guys. There's so much here. We're just covering kind of the basics of installing WordPress. So I'm not going to go into all the different customizations. There's plenty of tutorials out there you guys can go in if you've never used it before. But this is how you install WordPress. This is how you get it set up, guys. Pick a theme. Seriously, I just recommend picking a theme. This one here for $12. This is not bad at all. Like, you look crazy professional. So that's what I would do, guys. So that's it for our WordPress installation tutorial and everything here. In the next one, we'll go through Weebly and what that would look like, okay? All right, guys. Let's see you in the next one.